Greetings everybody, Brian the Inspector back again from All-in-One Home Inspections. This is our second video in the series, and this one's entitled, Will the Inspector Get on the Roof? Okay, and just like the first video, the answer to that is, it depends. Every roof is unique, every day is different. It's up to the individual inspector whether or not it's safe to walk on the roof, and a lot of factors come into play when considering that. Most inspectors, myself included, will make every effort possible to get on the roof because just nothing beats walking on a roof as far as seeing how things are, if there's any soft spots, dips, bulges, building installation practices. So whenever possible, we try to get on the roof for you. But, every inspector has their own personal limitations, or they may also be limited by equipment or insurance. It all depends on what mitigating factors they have. Lots of factors go into the consideration. They include the type of roofing material, the pitch of the roof, how steep it is, the condition of the roofing material. If a roof looks really old or weathered, or if shingles are missing, if it looks unsafe in any way, the inspector's not going to risk it by trying to walk on that. So special or unusual conditions or obstructions, sometimes you might be blocked by an obstruction to getting to the roof depending on where the house is. If it's in the middle of a city, if the alleyways are tight or something. Like I said, every roof is different. As far as the types of roofing material, that affects whether an inspector will get on the roof or not. In our area here in beautiful Southern Maryland, in the Mid-Atlantic region, the most common type of roofing is asphalt shingles, okay? But metal roofing has become increasingly popular, so we're seeing a lot more and more of that as the years go by. The house may have wooden shakes, may have slate shingles, rolled roofing, some type of, I've seen plastic panel roofing, which is kind of strange, corrugated asphalt, terracotta. There's all kinds of different, special order things, special types of roofing, and they're all coming out with new ones every year. So weather, of course, will play a big factor in whether the inspector gets on the roof or not. If it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's got very high winds, the inspector, may not risk getting on the roof that day. Definitely if it's snowing. No inspector that I know would ever get on a roof during the snow. That's crazy. Bad weather may exclude you from getting on a roof, but it may not necessarily mean that the day is wasted, because rain, snow, stuff like that, when you're inside of a house, that may aid in determining where leaks are. So that, just because it's raining and you can't get on the roof doesn't mean the inspector's not going to do a roof inspection. They're going to do what they can by looking in the attic, looking at the substructure of the roof. So they're going to do the best inspection they can for you, whether or not they can get on the roof or not. And sometimes some inspectors, if you can't get on a roof one day, they wait till it stops raining, they can go back the next day or make arrangements to come back when the weather's permissible. There may be obstructions around the roof of the house. If the house is surrounded by lots of large overgrown trees or vegetation, it might hinder the inspector getting on the roof. If it's surrounded by overgrowth, it may hinder the inspector being able to put a ladder up. Some roofs have solar panels or other, passive energy devices on them, so that could be a limitation too. If a roof is full of solar panels, you can't walk on solar panels. Let's see. If an inspector can't get on a roof for whatever reason, there are other tools we have at our disposal. A lot of inspectors have drones that they can use. A lot of inspectors have, inspection poles where they have a high definition camera mounted on a large pole that they can set straight up and get a bird's eye view. So just because the inspector can't walk a roof doesn't mean they're not going to inspect a roof, okay? Like I said, every day is different, every roof is different. Like we mentioned earlier, if we have a period of snow where a lot of the roofs are covered in snow, we can wait a day or two or a week or so, and when the snow melts off, we can get out there and hop back on the roof. And I've done that numerous times where, it's raining, we can't get on the roof. You come back the next day or the day after when everything's dry, you get on the roof, finish the inspection, and everybody's happy. So I hope that clears up some things. I hope that informs you guys. We're going to be doing a lot more of these videos, so if you want to email us with some suggestions, you can hit us up on Facebook. at All-in-One Home Inspections. You send it to us. We'll do our best to answer the question for you. We'd love to hear from you, buyers, agents, whoever. Whatever you guys need, let us know. And this is Brian the Inspector signing off. Your friends at All-in-One Home Inspections, we can't wait to hear from you.